Mark here. This is my Ebel 1911. This is a mid-sized watch. Stainless steel. Not sure the screws are plated, and screws and bezel are plated or not. I know that to get into this movement, change the battery, because it is a quartz, you have to take off these 5 screws, remove the bezel, 2-piece crown or 2-piece stem, so you have to pull the stem out, or the crown out, separate the stem. So there it says it's an 1853, and you can see that the leather band is held on by these 4 screws, and this is the original strap. And if you can barely see it right there, it does say Ebel on the back of the clasp. So anyway, this one has the gold dial, as you can see, with the date at 3 o'clock. Again, this is a mid-sized, which is going to wear small on my wrist. This one is at 32 millimeters, so it's not quite the lady's watch, even though it probably would work better on a lady's wrist. And this is lug to lug is 35.5 millimeters, but I'm sure you would have to buy a band from them in order to work with those screws. Lug width is 18 millimeters, and the thickness is a thin 6.3 millimeters. This is a classic watch. I always wanted to have one. This one popped up for a good price, and so I picked it up, thinking that commonly, like, I've got plenty of watches that are the smaller size, the 32s, 33s. It's I think the case shape that just makes it wear smaller. Also the small dial. I've mentioned that in the past with sports watches that are larger with the smaller dial, and then the bezel, the larger bezel on this does wear small on my wrist. So I'll put it on my wrist and show that. So as you can see on my 6.5 inch wrist, it looks small. When I'm looking at it through the camera, it looks fine. I don't see an issue, but when I look at it on my wrist, it looks dinky. I guess it's just the way that I guess the way that this thing shows up on the camera. I don't know. I can't make excuses. I don't know. But anyway, there it is, the 32 millimeter case, 8 mm. I don't think I'm going to aim for, and since I bought this, I haven't had any interest in buying the larger size, but it is an attractive looking watch. I do like the band. The band is high quality, that is for sure. This thing is probably 20-25 years old, and that band still looks, it's in really good shape. This was well made. The whole watch was. It is a sapphire crystal. I didn't mention that. I did the forehead test. And if you don't know what the forehead test is, if you put sapphire crystal to your forehead, it'll feel cold, whereas if it's mineral crystal, you won't feel the cold. It'll be warm. I mean, you can stick a mineral crystal in the freezer and stick it against your forehead and claim that it's sapphire, but that's not the way it works. Anyway, so there's my Ebel 1911 mid-sized watch. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, just hit subscribe, like, comment. Thanks. Bye.